How do you do? Cause I'm feeling so good.
Hey guys, it is Trixkills here and welcome back to another Let's Build or Let's Play. It's not a Let's Play because I'm not playing. I'm building. So today we are in Pinecrest, I believe. And you can find this small, quaint apartment in the eco lifestyle world. Unfortunately, I'm unable to save this build to the gallery, but if you guys do gain any ideas today, that would make my day and make your build a little bit happier, or my build a little happier. If you guys got any tips or tricks that I may not know about, please let me know in the comments below. I don't mind. Learning is always fun. I would just like to say that the love that I'm getting on these Sims videos is amazing, and I'm so happy and I'm so grateful. I find myself like so excited to like wake up and edit. It is so funny. And then I've been like scouring, and I mean scouring Google and Pinterest, primarily Pinterest, for some like building ideas. That is kind of how I got the bedrooms kind of set up, is because I've looked through a lot of Pinterest pictures and they've just been inspiring me so much to build like really like nice aesthetic bedrooms. So I'm really excited to show you guys. Also, I think in this build I do use a couple debug items for the kitchen. I didn't realize, or I guess I made a mistake, that the vegetable thing with the cutting board, it does get rotten. So I was like literally trying to test play something and my sim goes, it kind of stinks in here, it's kind of like messy in here or whatever. And I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? And I look to the kitchen and I'm literally seeing this thing having like green fumes coming out of it, and I was just laughing. I didn't realize that, you know, it was an actual real item, so that was on my bad. But honestly, for me, it looks cute. Like, it looks like you walk in, right, someone's about to prepare a meal, maybe like a garden salad with feta. It has to be with feta. And it's just a nice touch to like having things a little bit more realistic, livable, etc. I also tried to clutter a lot more within the kitchen, because you wouldn't see a kitchen without any spices, any utensils, any jars. So I'm just trying to keep it as realistic as possible. Anyways, I'm just really liking the vibe that I went with this. Black and gray and white are such good shades when trying to contrast with other colors. So it was really enjoyable trying to figure out the furniture, and then I was also trying to like pinpoint the personalities of these people who live here. So I had an idea the day before I built this, and I said, hey, it would be really cool if I got two roommates or two siblings that were complete opposites. They might get along, and then that's completely fine, because sometimes opposites are good, opposites attract, all that other fun stuff. You learn different things from people who know different types of knowledge, and I always appreciate that with other people who are completely different than me. It is like a learning tool that people should just generally use nowadays, you know? Anyway, so I was thinking that the first person was more of a hipster, really into like black, gray, and white shades, and little nice subtle touches of color, and really into music and plants. And that's kind of what I had for the idea of that first person. The second person, on the other hand, might be the roommate. You could actually look for roommates if you do have the university pack, and your roommate can literally just do anything, or you could like literally make a roommate yourself in the modifying mode. But basically, the other roommate would be a complete opposite, and by that I mean I did make this one really into books, really quiet and really shy, and just always on his or her laptop, just kind of writing or making poetry, things like that. They are both in their own right very creative people, but what they do and how they kind of look at the world is very different, and that's kind of what I wanted to portray. So for the first one that I did mention, she technically owns the entire apartment, and then the roommate just has that room to his or herself. I'm really getting inspired by apartment builds. I just love the aesthetic of them. They're so cute, they're so tiny. Or you can even get with a big apartment and put just a bunch of people in it. The cool thing is you don't ever have to create a roof when building apartments or renovating apartments. So that's a plus, because I honestly dislike roofs. I love the way they look, I just don't like how I have to build them. Because sometimes if you have an awkward building, it might not always work in your favor, so it gets a little tough sometimes. Anyways, with the furniture, I kind of wanted it to be a little bit more comforting, but as well as very modern, but also comfy. So I tried to kind of mix comfy and modern. I'm more of a comfy builder myself, so it was really interesting on how to do that. But yeah, so for the first bedroom that we're doing, it is the rock star herself, really into music, really into plants, life, your everyday hipster type of thing. I'm pretty sure she goes and shops at Starbucks like me, and drinks a caramel latte something, or even like an Americano misto. I want coffee now. Good job, Trix. But yeah, like I was saying, is that I was mixing the shades with nice pops of color. Like, I didn't want the color to kind of overly be used, but I wanted it to stand out in its own right. So the plants kind of helped with the pop of color by bringing a little bit of a green to it. I even put a little bit of hanging plants as well to kind of like, you know, just help situate the room, and then as well as hanging lights, as you will see in a bit. What I do like about this room is the fact that you have a porch right there, and it's so nice. Like, let's say you're reading a book and you can literally just see the stars through the door, or you can just hang out outside, have a like quiet time, play your guitar, etc, etc. Or if you just like people watching and then just be creepy, like on the low creepy but not too creepy, a porch is a good idea. Or looking onto a porch is a good idea. I also put a cork board, so this sim actually likes to travel a lot, probably not by plane, probably by car, just to kind of get the scenic route from things. So I put a little bit of little, pictures there on the cork board. I really liked, I thought I was a genius for 2 seconds or something. I did see this on Pinterest where they would have that little archway thing, and they would put like little flowers like I'm doing right now, and it makes the room so like, it fits the room so well. And then obviously she's a musician, so I put a guitar there because every rock star has an instrument. It's either their voice or their you know, instrument. Anyways, so you're just finishing up the room. I'm putting black coverings there because maybe you don't want all the sunlight, only sometimes, and then a couple things for clothing, so some hanging stuff, and we're basically done this room. It was really enjoyable to do this. I absolutely loved it. I do end up changing the floors in a minute to tiles. Black tiles instead of wood, so that's a little bit different. I've never done that before, but it really makes the room just fit so well, and I love it. Generally for me, I don't usually do just black, white, and gray shades. Like, I love color, so I'll just throw it everywhere, but in this one it's very different. I'm really calm with the colors that I'm choosing, and the only things that kind of pop out are just like the nice tones, like the undertones. Now with the bathroom, it has its own laundry set, which I'm really happy about that I did have enough room for that. I kept the same theme as I've been going throughout this entire home, black, white, and gray. This bathroom actually has a bath and a shower at the same time, and I put a shower head at the top, as you will see soon, and a toilet onto that corner side with a nice like double sink that just kind of completed the room, so it was kind of nice. But yeah, this room is fairly simple. It has the necessities in it. I didn't put a lot of shelving in this one, just because the windows were kind of like oddly placed, and I didn't want to put anything onto the other side of the wall. I kind of wanted to keep it bare, just to kind of keep that simplicity about certain rooms, and then kind of finish it off with a little rug. And we're basically almost done this build. I got one more room left, and that is the roommate's room, which is a completely different style. I did look on Pinterest to get a little bit more creative with this one, in a unique way. As we saw before, a lot of the apartment is literally just black and gray, little touches of white, but this one is a completely white room with nice beige and nudes in it. I never used that before, but I used it kind of as a backing for the bed. It's kind of interesting. It doesn't show as much when I do put things in front of it, and I think that was kind of the point of what I wanted. Like I said before, this roommate is very like plain Jane, very simple, has really high etiquette, very shy, and likes like simple things in life, right? Nothing too much, too loud. I don't think she even likes to venture around and travel as much, so let's say if the other roommate does go traveling, she's stuck at home just reading her books or writing her novels and kind of like being like a little hermit. Nothing wrong with being a hermit as long as you are always productive at home. And yeah, so you will see that I'll be putting bookshelves in here too, and a little bit more areas for seating. This is a tight fit space, which I did not realize, but it is still usable. They do walk around the bedroom, so I made sure I play tested that. But yeah, it was super fun just kind of creating like a storyline behind this home. I do want to do more storylines, so if anybody does have any ideas for me to even build or create, please let me know either on Discord or even in the comments below. I literally read everything. I make sure I keep up with my emails and all that. But if you did enjoy this video, please remember to like, comment, and sub, and I really hope you guys have been practicing self-care, staying hydrated, and being safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
How do you do? Cause I'm feeling so good.